Alright, hello everyone, how's it going? This is Space here. Welcome back to another episode of Spacing Out Vlogs, Movie Collection Edition. So, last time we left off, we did box number 3. This time we're doing box number IV. There's a bunch of IVs. Wait a second. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so, we've got a new box here. I don't know what's in here, besides, well, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's open this thing up. Here we go. Alright, it is open, and... What? It's filled with paint. Oh. Alright, well, sorry, it's going to be a disappointing episode then. Thank you for watching. No, I'm kidding. Okay, this is actually movies. Okay, here we go. So, this is a box that has movies in it, because it is a movie box. So there we go. I think that about does it. No, okay, here we go. So, oh yeah, this is an interesting box. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? We'll start off, this is, why is it, this is, what in the world? I don't know why it's like this. It's like, and then, you know, all this over here. So that's interesting, but anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with this side right here. This side's pretty cool. Here we go, and then I can fix this. It's not, I don't think it's supposed to be like that, but yeah, we'll fix that. Here we go. Our first stack here. God dang it, okay, there you go. Almost all fell over. Here we go. So first off, we have Wind River, also known as the Scarlet Witch and... Wait, hold on. The Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch movie. Yep, that's right. This is part of the MCU. No, I'm kidding. So this is a movie. I think there's like a movie before this called Wind River too. Like, is this a remake? I don't know. But I don't think it is. I don't know. Who knows? But danger comes with the territory. That's right, Danger. So this is a murder mystery movie starring, of course, Jeremy Renner. And we've got Elizabeth Olsen. Seems logical. So it's sort of a Western-styled movie. It's not necessarily a Western, since it takes place in, like, what, I don't know, like Dakota or something? Like South Dakota or something? Let's see. I don't even know. Yeah, so this, Wind River is a chilling thriller. Chilling thriller that follows a rookie FBI agent, Elizabeth Olsen, who teams up with a game tracker with the deep community ties and a haunted past, Jeremy Renner. To investigate the mysterious killing of a local girl on a remote Native American reservation. So it's a pretty good movie. It's I've only seen this once, but I quite enjoyed it, and yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Wind River. We've got Fairly Modern Millie. This is a musical starring Julie Andrews, also has Mary Tyler Moore, and of course Carol Channing, right there. There she is. So this is a pretty awesome movie, musical. It's from the 60s, I believe. It's about, like, yeah, 2.5 hours. It's a fun time. I actually saw this. My school put on a production of this, and that was really fun. I really enjoyed the school production. This is pretty good too. I missed the school production, but this is well done too. You know, Julie Andrews, can't go wrong with her. Pretty awesome. So I know this is like, we've got one musical here, we've got another musical coming up, we've got Escape from New York, no kidding. So, John Carpenter's Escape from New York. I've got to say, Escape from New York's pretty good. It's not my personal favorite John Carpenter movie, but I think it's really great nonetheless. It's about Snake Plissken, who's escaping New York. Yeah. So it's like sort of takes place in a dystopian future where, like, places are like freaking fricked, man. Like, look at that. That's pretty fricked, if I do say so myself. Got Snake Plissken, who's of course Solid Snake is based off of. Pretty awesome. So yeah, there you go. Look at that. He's about to shoot that guy. Ooh, pretty violent. But it's riveting. It's very riveting. I would do say so myself. Those are all my own words. I wouldn't plagiarize. It's riveting. And yeah, there's another one too from the 90s. It's called Escape from LA. I've got to admit, you know, that one gets a bad rap, but I personally like it. I think if I'd say I like this one more, but I think Escape from LA is still pretty good. Yeah, if you're looking for a pretty fun 80s action movie, this is pretty good time. Very much enjoyed. Good stuff. So, we have The Judge, 80s action movie. No, I'm kidding. So we've got, wow, look at this. Robert Downey Jr., Robert Duvall. Wow, they actually got it right. Okay, no, this is cool. They don't do that all the time. But, she has a tattoo. Wow, okay. So, is that a tattoo or is that like a mark on the DVD? I do not know. Let me know in the comment section below if you think that's a mark on the DVD or a tattoo. No, I'm kidding. It's probably a tattoo. Anyways, so that's not the point. So this is a movie about a lawyer that comes back and does some lawyer stuff. I don't remember the plot of this movie, but I remember it being really good. This is a very enjoyable movie. If you really like courtroom drama, you like Robert Downey Jr., you're probably going to like this. This is good stuff. Good stuff. I like courtroom dramas, and I think it was really good. And yeah, I actually got this at Walmart's bargain bin, so it was a bargain. Alright, really good. We've got Ferris Bueller's Day Off, a classic Matthew Broderick movie. Very fun 80s movie. I don't know if it's it's not my favorite 80s movie, but it's like, I'd probably put it up there, like top 10, maybe top 20. I don't know. It's a John Hughes movie about this kid, you know, skipping school and stuff. He's like, oh yeah, I'm skipping school in Chicago. Oh yeah, pretty cool. It's a fun movie. Very much enjoy it. Good, nice fun comedy. So next up we have Martin Scorsese film, Casino, which is like 3 hours long, and it's really awesome. It's about, get this, it's about a casino. What? Yeah, I know, right? Pretty crazy. No one stays at the top forever. I'm looking at you, Robert De Niro. Okay, so Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, and Joe Pesci star in director Martin Scorsese's riveting, well, they really like using riveting, look at how blind ambition, white-hot passion, and 24-karat greed toppled an empire. Alright, yeah, so this takes place in the 70s. It's about a casino. It's really well made. You know, it's Martin Scorsese. Can't go wrong with that. Got a great soundtrack, of course. Great acting, too. I don't know if this won any Oscars or not, but I feel like it probably did. But apparently, according to Roger Ebert, it's one of the year's best films. That's interesting, Roger, because it didn't come out this year. You ate no. Alright, here we go. So yeah, it's a great movie. I really enjoyed it. Next up, we have some of the greatest movies of all time. Here we go. We've got Batman Returns. This is the one, I don't know if you know this, this is the one where Batman returns. So, that's pretty much it. No, this is the final of the Burton movies. He was going to direct the third one, but, or even produce it, but I don't know if he produced it. I think he did produce it. I don't know. But he's going to direct it, and he didn't like what they were doing, and Warner Brothers like, nah, screw you, man. We'll get freaking Joe Schumacher on this. Alright, how about that? So this is the first one. I love the first one. The first one's like one of my favorite. Actually, is my favorite Batman movie. This one, I gotta say, is good. It's a lot more Burton-y. Like the first one, if you'll notice, the first one is, you know, it doesn't have as much like Burton-ness to it. But this one is like full Burton, if you know what I mean. So it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's a fun time. Yeah, pretty good. It's I guess it's maybe it's darker than the first one. It's pretty dark, pretty freaking dark sometimes. But, you know, got Catwoman as Michelle Pfeiffer. We've got Danny DeVito as Penguin, pretty freaking awesome. And, of course, we got Michael Keaton returning as Batman. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not my favorite Batman, but I think it's pretty good. I don't know where I'd rank it, honestly. But I like the first one better, personally. But this one is still really good. Batman Forever. Guilty pleasure. I freaking love this movie. I think it is amazing. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's really well made too. There's a lot of heart and soul put into this movie. It's very goofy and silly and fun, but that's what I like about it. It just doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a good time. And you know, of course, you got Val Kilmer, the only time he's been Batman. You got Chris O'Donnell. What was this? Well, you got this, and then what the Batman Forever Chris O'Donnell? What? Okay. So yeah, of course, you got Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face and Jim Carrey himself as Riddler. I just think this is a fun movie. This looks great on Blu-ray, by the way. Like, this looks ridiculously good. It's kind of funny too. They look really great on 4Ks from what I've heard too. I like these cases too. Look at this. That's beautiful. I would eat these. I'm gonna eat them right now. Okay, but they are beautiful. I like them. Of course, I do have Batman, the original Batman as well in this case because it's freaking beautiful. This is the spine spoiler. I forgot something. So take a look at this. Discards. Beautiful. I think all of them have discard except for Batman 1989, which is kind of sad, but you know, or maybe, no, I think it is, yeah, for some reason. Or maybe it does, I don't know, whatever, who cares. So here we go, we've got Batman Forever. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I was talking about Val Kilmer. Who's that now? Nicole Kidman's awesome. Alright, wait, she's not even on, oh, she's over there. Okay, that makes more sense. It's like, what, why? Okay, but it does it there too, Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin, even goofier than the Batman Forever, and I love it as well. I think it's freaking amazing time. I used to watch this a lot as a kid. Like, these were my Batman movies as a kid. I was born before Batman Begins and Dark Knight Rises, of course. I saw them in the theaters, which was so much fun. I had a good time, you know. I saw Batman Begins in the theater with my dad, then we saw The Dark Knights, all of us, my mom and my dad, and then we saw Dark Knight Rises. So this was a good time. But yeah, these were my Batman movies as a kid. That and the Adam West movies. Those were fun. Movie. There's only one Adam West movie. Discard. Very beautiful. Very handsome. Okay. Here we go. So, those are those movies. Classics. Love them. Here we have Burn After Reading. This movie isn't like the most highly rated Coen Brothers movie, but I gotta say, I thought it was really fun. It's an interesting tale. You see all these different characters and they go for their wives and stuff. I don't really remember exactly what happens in this movie, to be honest, but That's interesting. This is like a one of the first Blu-ray or like one of the early Blu-rays because it has like all of this nonsense like oh bookmark and make clips and stuff, which is cool. But like what who's doing that? I love it though. It's awesome. So yeah, Burn After Reading. I actually got this for like literally $1. The main thing that interested me, as you can see right there, is Blackmail. Blackmail is very interesting to me. Okay, so yeah, I don't really remember this movie too much, but I remember it just being interesting. So I think this is a pretty solid Coen Brothers movie. It's not my favorite, but I think it's still pretty solid. Really enjoyed it. So let's move on to the next stack, shall we? There you go. So I fixed this freaking nightmare. I don't even know why it was like that, but now it's better now. So alright, so I'm gonna call this box the Marvel and Matt Damon box. You'll see why in a second. So let's start off with the Marvel stuff. Oh, what the heck, I forgot that. Alright, here we go. So we've got the Blu-rays first, and we'll get to the DVDs. So most of these, actually all these I think are Marvel movies. So we've got Batman Begins, my favorite Marvel, no I'm kidding. So I guess the accurate term is the comic book movie, bin box / Matt Damon box. We'll see that in a second. We've got Batman Begins, classic. I love this cover by the way, look at that. If I had to look at something for like a million years, it's probably going to be this. Here, let's do that. Alright, you ready for a million years of watching this? Alright, here we go. No, okay. So Batman Begins, classic. The beginning of the Nolan, yeah, that's right, critically acclaimed director Nolan, acclaimed director Christopher Nolan, whoa! The beginning of the Dark Knight trilogy, awesome. I love this case, like, just look at that, that's beautiful. Here we have the Dark Knights. This is not the original case, this is like the Joker version or whatever, I don't know. But it's really awesome. Look at that. I love that. That's funny. See, I bought the second hand, so someone just did this. Like, that's not actually. No, I'm kidding. That, of course, is part of the. This is part of the the case. I think this is an awesome version. It's really cool, and yeah, that's him, Joker. See? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm a clown. Okay, so yeah, this is a what can I say about this movie? Really, like, this is just a phenomenal movie. And wait, what the heck? Wait, why? Hang on a second. The Dark Knight Rises is in here too, but I don't know where it is. What the heck? Wait, what? I saw it. What, am I tripping or something? I saw it there. What? Hang on a second. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I don't... That doesn't make any sense. Where'd it go? What? Alright, I don't... Oh, it's probably... Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. I was like, what? Where's... Alright, here we go. Dark Knight Rises. I remember when this came out in the theater, this was like hype city. Absolute, like... Oh, the final installment of the Dark Knights trilogy. And I gotta say, this movie... It usually gets rated lower, surprisingly. This is usually like people's least favorites from what I've seen of the Dark Knight trilogy. But I gotta say, this movie is really good. Like, this movie is fantastic. This is like the same quality as all of these, I think. This is a great finale. I really enjoy this movie. I rewatched all these like late last year, and they're just so good. Oh my god, so good. Probably the best Batman movies that we've seen so far, but I think my favorite personally still is Batman '89, because I'm an idiot. I'm just kidding, because I'm a madman. Alright, anyway, here we go. So, next up we have basically Phase 1 of the MCU. I don't know where Incredible Hulk is, that must be in another box, and also Thor is also in another box, but, you know, whatever. So we've got Iron Man, still one of my favorite movies of all time, one of my favorite MCU movies, and just one of my favorite movies in general. It's just such a great start to the series, and so phenomenal. Look at this case. This is actually the first Blu-ray that I... No, it's not the first Blu-ray that I owned, I don't think. But this is like the first Marvel Blu-ray that I ever owned. So, good times. I remember buying this like late at night one night. It was like 7 or something. I was just like at the store. I was like, hey, well, this is cool. I'll buy this. Alright. Iron Man 2. I still like this movie. I think it's pretty great. I think I like Iron Man 3 more, but I still think this is a pretty solid one. I do admit that I'm sad to see we purchased it with the proof of purchase. So there we go. Make sure you have that. I don't know why that is. I don't know. Whatever. I gotta admit that the Marvel Studios actually interfered with this one. Sadly, Jon Favreau had a really awesome view for this movie, but it didn't quite come to fruition. So I kind of wish we would get like legitimately like a Favreau cut of this or something, because I think that'd be great. But I still like it. It's still good. We've got Captain America: The First Adventure. I think I like this more than most people, actually. This is a really great movie. I like this movie a lot. I think it's my least favorite Captain America movie, but that being said, this is still phenomenal. I really enjoyed this. I rewatched it. I think this is probably like my most rewatched movie besides Iron Man, of like, actually probably of all of Marvel, if I had to guess. Of MCU, that is. I watched this movie a lot. It's really good. We have Avengers, Marvel's Avengers. It's alright. No, I'm kidding. This movie is fantastic. This is like... This was an event. This was insane when this came out, and it still really holds up well. It's amazing. I don't know why Black Widow isn't on here. Look at this. I guess, you know, Hawkeye's in there too, that's fair. But, you know, the main four, that looks great. Great movie. Love it. These are all fantastic movies. Alright. Here we go. We've got 3 DVD cases. We've got Black Klansman, Spike Lee joints. This is back when I tried to watch all of the Oscar movies. I still try to do that. I miss out on some of them sometimes, but I usually try to watch most of them. But this is a great movie. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad it got nominated. I don't know if it won anything, but this was a pretty solid movie. If you're looking for a really interesting movie that's pretty relevant, I would say, to the times, while also, of course, telling the story of back in the past too. It's really good. Got freaking Topher Grace right there. Look at that. Great performances and just phenomenal movie. Alright, so A Star is Born. I've been thinking about rewatching this actually. I saw this with my friend and my mom and I watched it, and it's pretty good. I like it. I've never seen any of the other versions of A Star is Born, but this is it's a pretty great movie. I've enjoyed it. Got a good soundtrack. And yeah, it's fun to watch. I like the cover too, like black and white. Looks good. Alright, here we go. Speaking of black and white, look at that. We've got a Bridge of Spies. This is a Steven Spielberg movie. I missed it in the theaters. It was interesting to me, but I never really, I don't know why I didn't see it. I guess I didn't have time, or I don't know. I remember my history teacher's like, hey, go see this and write a paper on it, and you'll get bonus points. I didn't, so I did not get bonus points. But, pretty good movie. Interesting. About a Russian dude. It takes place during the Cold War. And you got Tom Hanks, so that's pretty cool. Tom Hanks. That's right. Alright, here we go. Let's move on to this final stack. The reason why this is called the Marvel Bin, Marvel cardboard box, and the Matt Damon box. Let's do it. Alright, we've got 2 big stacks right here. Let me start off with this stack first, I guess. Here we go. This is very, very unstable, so hopefully this doesn't fall over. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Alright, here we go. So, we have, I think this might have been my first Steelbook. I only have like a few. I have one for Top Gun, I have one for Star Wars, and I've got, I've got one for, I've got one for Karate Kid and one for Fight Club as well, so I think I have like 4. Steelbooks are pretty cool. They're not like my top priority, but I still like them. I think they're pretty awesome. Pretty cool stuff. So, we've got A New Hope. I only have one Star Wars Steelbook. This is my favorite Star Wars movie, so I figured to get the Star Wars Steelbook for it. But the Steelbooks are pretty awesome. Look at this. You've got the original, you got some original arts back here from the movie. Pretty awesome. We've got this new, Darth Vader stuff. I believe, if I remember correctly, so here's the Steelbooks that we got. There's Steelbooks for every single Star Wars movie. I don't know the new ones, but I know the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. We've got, I believe it goes Darth Maul, maybe Jango and Yoda, I think, possibly? I don't know. I don't quite remember how the prequels go, but the original trilogy, it goes Darth Vader, then a Stormtrooper for Empire Strikes Back, and then Darth Sidious for Return of the Jedi. So, here you go. Sadly, there's no disc art. It's Star Wars, they don't put disc art on there. Except for the new movies. The new sequel trilogy has disc art, which is awesome. And I think all the Disney Star Wars movies have disc art, but not these ones, sadly. But that's okay, though. But that looks great. I like that. That's cool. I appreciate that effort, the extra effort that they put there. In the case, very cool case. I love it. Pretty cool movie. Never seen it before, but I think it's good. No, okay. So, here we go. Next up, we have Blade Runner, the final cut. I got this at Walmart in the bargain bin. I was like, hey, Blade Runner, that sounds cool. I'd love to see this. I've only seen the final cut, but I think the final cut's the one that was on Netflix, if it's not on Netflix anymore. By the way, you. But, this is a cool cover. I like this. Just pretty awesome. And, yeah, this was an underrated movie at the time. It's thankfully getting a lot more viewership, which is awesome. This movie actually takes place in 2019, I think, so this is a Moai. So put this in the garden. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is a great movie. If you like sci-fi, you like something, I don't know, I guess I would call it artsy, perhaps. If you like something like that, it's really good. Good stuff. Asks some interesting questions. Here we go. Suburbicon, this is the first of the Matt Damon movies we got here. There's like so odd. So, I mean, Matt Damon's in that. No, I'm kidding. I wish Matt Damon was in that, but he's too young. I don't know when he was born, but I imagine he'd be like pretty young, or maybe even not born yet when that came out. I don't know. I don't know how old Matt Damon is. I think he's in his 50s, so then I guess he would be like a little kid. I don't know, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Here we go. So, Suburbicon, this is a movie directed by George Clooney that the Coen brothers wrote that they were going to make, but they're like, nah, let's not. So, I don't know exactly what happened with this, but why they didn't make this, but George Clooney picked it up from the Coen brothers, like, hey, guys, let's get some of that action there. So they got it. It's I don't know how I feel about this movie, honestly. It's it's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. Got Oscar Isaac in there. I think he's probably my favorite actor in this movie. But I really like Matt Damon too. I think they all do an amazing job. But this is, it's interesting. I'll leave it at that. It's interesting, interesting movie. Um, Neither good nor bad. Maybe, I don't know. It's good, but I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Here we go. We've got Live Die Repeat, also known as Edge of Tomorrow. This case makes you feel like you're getting two movies, but you're getting one. It's the same movie. Live Die Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. I gotta say, I think I like the name Edge of Tomorrow better, but Live Die Repeat still pretty awesome. I like this cover too. That's cool. It's very cool. This is an amazing movie, directed by Doug Liman, pretty awesome director, and yeah, you got Tom Cruise right there. You got Frick, what's her name? Emily Blunt. That's right, Emily Blunt right there. Very cool, very enjoyable movie. Very much love this movie. It is a great and interesting action movie, sort of a take on Groundhog's Day, but like the action movie of Groundhog's Day, which is awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Next up, we have the Bourne Classified Collection. I can't show you this; it's classified. So, no, I'm kidding. So, the Bourne movies are pretty fantastic. I very much like the first three. I've never seen the Bourne Legacy, and I've not seen Jason Bourne yet. But this is another reason why this is called the Matt Damon box. You know, that's Matt Damon. There we go. This is made of cardboard, but it's really nice. I like this a lot. And yeah, like I said, good movies. I need to rewatch these again. They're freaking awesome. I like them a lot. Bourne Identity, very good. The first movie. And we've got, this smells really good too, I gotta say. You can't smell this, but I really like the smell. It smells really good. That's a really weird thing to say, but these are all the cases, by the way. This is what the cases look like, except for I think they have, like, that would have, like, the Bourne Identity on it, and I think, anyways, Bourne Supremacy, pretty solid. And then the Bourne Ultimatum. I don't know which one I like the best. Possibly the Bourne Ultimatum. I'd have to see them again, like back to back, to really know which one I like the best. But I really like the Bourne Identity. That was a great start. But I think Bourne Supremacy or Ultimatum is probably my favorite. And maybe Ultimatum. Ultimatum ends pretty awesomely. We've got the Bourne Legacy. I have not seen it, but I'll watch it eventually. Is that Edward Norton? No, that can't be Edward Norton, could it? That is Edward Norton. What the heck? Hey, how's it going, Edward Norton? Jason Bourne. They're like, hey, it's funny. They give you like a cardboard insert. I'm really glad that they added this in. This came out. The year that Jason Bourne came out, so it was in the theaters when I got this, but I didn't see it in the theaters. I haven't seen it yet, so they're like, hey, here's the movie. We're not going to give it to you, but hey, here's the SWAT for it. So I can respect that. I like that. Bonus disc, never seen it, but I might check it out one day. So yeah, the Bourne Collection. Pretty great action movies. I enjoy them. They're awesome. They're not talked about super much, I think, compared to perhaps some other action movies, but they're still talked about a lot, I'd say. They're still pretty good. And they've got their Just Dudes, I don't know, whatever. People have seen it, so it's, anyways. So, we've got another action movie, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. This is quite a humorous movie. We've got Sylvester Stallone and Stella Getty, of course, who played Sophia in The Golden Girls. This is a funny movie, a very enjoyable ride. Sort of a lesser-known action movie with Sylvester Stallone, but it's a good time. If you like Sylvester Stallone, I think you'll like that movie. If you like Stella Getty, you might like that too. Here we go. Gravity. Oh, shoot. I dropped it because of the gravity. No, okay. Don't Let Go. I'm sorry, I already let go, so I don't know what to tell you now. It was Woo Dots. This was $14.95. They were really well putting their stickers on there, don't you? But it's pretty good. It's not my favorite space movie. I'd still say it's like really well made. It's fantastic. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's a bracing masterpiece, I'd say. I would even say it has special features too. But it's a good movie. I enjoy it. Fairly enjoy it. But I think my favorite space movie, not including Star Wars, is probably Captain Phillips. No, I'm just kidding. It's Martian, probably, or Interstellar. I don't know, one of those two. Those are both really great. Probably Interstellar, actually, but Martian is really close. Anyways, Captain Phillips with Tom Hanks, who's playing Captain Phillips. I've only seen this once, but it was a pretty riveting movie, based on a true story. Yeah, based on a true story. Wow, this is pretty intense movie, but it's really good. I enjoy it. It's really great. It's also from the directors of The Bourne Ultimatum. There we go, another connection to Matt Damon. Alright, The Outsiders. This is a fantastic movie. By the way, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I kind of forgot about that, actually. But this is based off of a book, a really good book. There's also like a, I've heard there's a better version, a better cut of this movie that's like called like the novel version or something, that's like has more scenes from the book. This book is fantastic. It's really great movie. A really great movie, a really great book too. You've got a lot of great actors in this movie too. Rob Lowe is right there. There he is, Rob Lowe. Tom Cruise, smaller role for him, but really awesome. We've got Ralph Macchio. We've got Patrick Swayze. Like, look at all these freaking actors, man. So many great actors. We've got Matt Dillon, not Matt Damon, Matt Dillon. um, we've got C. Thomas Howell, who's right there, I believe. So yeah, I really enjoy this movie. I need to rewatch this actually. Yeah, but this is a great book too. I highly recommend it. It's a pretty short book too. If you're a fast reader, you'll probably get through it like in a few days, in like a week the most, maybe. Depends on how much time you have to read. But anyways. Ah, Dorian Gray. I got this because I wasn't sure that I was going to finish it. I rented it. I was like, oh, I don't know if I have time to finish this, as I started watching it. But it's good. It's good. The book's better. The book's a lot better. But this is still, yeah. I gotta say, the one problem I have with this movie, the start of the movie, I gotta say, kind of gives it all away. It's like, why would you start the movie like that? But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Here we go. We have the Mummy Collector's Set. I didn't watch these movies for the longest time because I thought they'd be scary. But they're not. They're more adventure. This one's more horror, but horror adventure. So it's not really super scary. It's kind of like I don't know. I guess comparable to Indiana Jones maybe in terms of that level of scariness. I don't know. It's not super scary, but it's really good. I like these movies a lot. I may had a marathon of these back in like summer, like years ago, and very nostalgic for me now. So I really like these movies a lot. Yeah, you've got The Mummy. Mummy Returns. Very fun movie. This is more adventure based, and this one is more, I guess, perhaps horror-y, if you can call it a horror movie. This one definitely more adventure based. The Scorpion King with The Rock, the original Scorpion King. There's like 4 of these or something right now. It's just pretty cool that they keep on making those. I haven't seen any of them besides this one, but this one, I gotta say, Scorpion King's pretty good. I like it. Thought it was good. Next up, we have Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Now, there is a version of this nowadays that does have this. It has this instead of the Scorpion King, but it might also still have Scorpion King. I don't know. But I know it does have the free movies. Includes all free adventures. Does it? Does it really? But I guess all free adventures at the time. Because I actually remember when this came out, which is actually really weird to think about. This movie feels like it's a lot older than it is. But yeah, I remember when this came out. But this is a pretty good one, too. You know, I see people not like this one as much, but I really like it. I thought it was a fun time. You know, it's another Mummy movie. You got a trilogy of the Mummies now, Mummy trilogy, which is, you know, I love it. So it's good. I'm glad that it happened. It's really fun. The Martian. Another reason why this is the Matt Damon box. So, love The Martian. I think it is a great movie. One of my favorite movies of all time, actually. It's just such an enjoyable ride. I could watch this a lot and not get bored of it. Another riveting classic, Alright, so we have Mad Max. I gotta admit, I like Mad Max 2 a lot more, and I like Fury Road a lot more too. But this is a good start. I think this is a fun introduction to the universe of Mad Max. I think it is well done, and it really helped pave the way for some awesome movies to come as well. So, here we go. American Graffiti from director George Lucas. This is from 1975, I believe, so it's like a little bit before, or maybe 74, I don't know, let's see. I don't know if it says, I don't know. If you see it, let me know. But, yeah, so this is like one of the biggest movies that really sparked the whole, like, 60s nostalgia, 50s, 60s nostalgia, which is interesting because after this you get, Happy Days and stuff like that really sparked that movement in, movies now, and movies and TV. Nowadays, it's more 80s nostalgia. You know, you've got like Stranger Things, you've got Cobra Kai, stuff like that. It's more 80s nostalgia. But back in the day, it used to be 60s and 50s nostalgia, which is awesome. This is a great movie too. It's sort of a collection of stories of these characters and stuff. And yeah, it's a fun time. I enjoy it. It's cool seeing a movie that isn't Star Wars from George Lucas, because I love Star Wars too. But you know, it's awesome to see what else he's got too. Here we go. We've got the Expendables. I really like these movies. I think they're just so much fun seeing all of these like really cool actors just come together to make such a fun movie. I think these are very fun movies. I'm looking forward to the 4th one, if that's still happening. I think it is. If not, then that'd be sad. But at least we have 3. I don't know which one I like the most. I think probably the first one, but I do say I really enjoy the second one too. And the third one. I think the third one's fun too. And yeah, this one actually, these two are rated PG, this one's rated PG-13, so people sort of didn't like that as much, because they're like, hey, yo, like, this already has fans, like, you know, like, this fans is that, it already has a fan base, you don't need to, there sort of felt like, that people felt like it was pandering to other audiences too, like younger audiences, because it was PG-13 instead. But I don't know. I don't really care, honestly. I think they're still really great. I think all three of them are just fun times. You know, if you're looking for some fun action movies with some great people, like look at all these people in this movie, then yeah, it's good times. Last in the stack, we have The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Oh yeah. Speaking of ugly, I'm kidding. No, but I should have pointed at me. Haha. All right, here we go. So, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. This is a classic movie. It's the third movie in the Man with No Name trilogy. I don't think they're all connected, but it's just sort of how the trilogy went. Or I guess this guy is like the same. Clint Eastwood plays this thing. I don't know. But I've only seen Fistful of Dollars in this one, and this is a pretty solid movie. It's pretty long, but it's very influential. One of the most influential Western movies ever created, and definitely one of the most popular. It's referenced in so much stuff, all the time. All right, here we go. Last stack. We're almost done. We've got one more Matt Damon movie, which is sad because we won't have any more Matt Damon movies after this in this stack. Oh no. Here we go. Jason Bourne. I have not seen it, so I can't tell you. But it's got HD picture and theater quality sound, so that's cool. But yeah, this came out in like 2016 or something. It's the best Bourne yet, according to David Morales. That's cool. Thank you, David. Dave Morales. Sorry, Dave. But I've not seen it, so I really can't say much about it, but I will watch it one day, because I have it. So here we go. We got, yeah, wait a second, Deja Vu, right? Yeah, I don't know why I have these on DVD too, but I have them in Blu-ray now, so I guess I could probably get rid of the DVDs, since same cases as well, but I don't know. Spider-Man 3, excellent, very much enjoyed. You already know my thoughts, but this is one that I would keep. Spider-Man 2.1. This is a different cut of the movie, which has 8 minutes of never-before-seen footage. If you've watched this before, and you see this on the back, you're going to be like, this is lying to me, and I'm going to throw some... But, you know, it's cool. It has extra footage and stuff. I like this cut. I think it's great. I think there's some good stuff that they added in this, but, yeah. I don't know. I think... I haven't seen it in a while, but I'll rewatch it eventually. This case just looks so good. Look at this. Come on. That's amazing. I might keep these just for the cases, because the spines are blue on the other ones, which is fine, but, like, come on. That's so good. And then this one is beautiful, too. God, I just love these cases so much. I think they're just, like, actually beautiful. Alright. So, we have Public Enemy. We're Public Enemies, which is a Michael Mann movie. It's got Johnny Depp, Christian Bale, and her. Well, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I apologize, but I'm stupid, so that's fine. I gotta say, the main character is technically Christian Bale, I suppose. But I gotta say, like, this man right here playing Dillinger really steals the show. And yeah, it's really good movie. I think it's a pretty solid gangster movie. Very fun time, based on a true story of John Dillinger. And what is that guy's name? Babyface or something like that. I don't remember. Let's see. Does it say here? Yeah, when John Dillinger was FBI's #1 most wanted, and you know, people were, you know, the FBI was after him. So yeah, it's a good movie. It's pretty enjoyable. There's another movie called Dillinger. I've never seen it before, but I've heard that one is good too. Of course, based off of the same story, the same person. So here we go. The final movies of the stack. We've got the Rambo saga. I have Rambo 5. Which one? What is that called? Last Blood? That's right, Rambo Last Blood. I don't know where that is. It's probably like in another box, or it might be in the living room. I've only seen that once. We'll get to it. But I don't know. First Blood, pretty solid. I think it's a great action movie. Very big, influential action movie, I'd say. Pretty awesome. Sylvester Stallone does a great job as Rambo. I really like his Rambo. It's awesome. I think Rocky's my favorite, but I think this is still good. Rambo First Blood Part 2. I gotta say, I really like this movie. I think it was really great. I think it's a lot of fun. I think this one is perhaps more deeper. It's got a little more of a deeper story, perhaps. But I think this is a really good movie, too. I really enjoyed this one, actually. I thought it was great. Rambo 3. I like this cover. It's pretty cool. But, it's pretty good. I don't know. It's pretty good. I'll leave it at that. This one, Rambo, this is technically Rambo 4, it's just called Rambo though. But you know, these names start to get confusing. Like First Blood, you've got Rambo, First Blood Part 2, and then you just got Rambo 3, I don't know. Then you've got just Rambo. But this is like sort of the, You know how nowadays it's pretty common for like a movie to get a sequel like years later? Well, this is actually like the start of that pretty much. Like you see around like 2007 or so, like we've got like Die Hard 4, you know, Live Free or Die Hard. We've got like Rambo. We've got like I don't know, freaking other stuff that came out around then. That's sort of like the start of that actually, which is interesting. But I'm really glad. It's sort of like yeah, this is a really dark and gritty Rambo. These ones, not to say these ones aren't dark and gritty, but this one is like super dark and gritty. It's like Quentin Tarantino level of violence, honestly, not even joking. But it's really great. I thought it was really good. Um, if I had to rank these, I don't know, really. I think I'd probably put the first one at the top out of respect for the first one, but then I'd probably put Rambo and then Rambo 2 and then Rambo 3 perhaps. I don't know. But I like these movies. I think they're pretty good. I haven't seen these in a while though, so maybe I'll just do like a Rambo weekend or something. I don't know. Anyways, that is the stack. That is the box. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.